Hello to all my book club members. Hello. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hello. And my name is Christina, and I love to read books. And this video is been due, so I'm going to talk about books that I read in the month of August. I've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 books in the month of August, which is somewhat good. Hopefully, since this is September, I'm going to do this once a month of how many books I read that month and see if I can overlap. So if I read 13 books this semester, last month, then maybe I can read more this month. So I read the book, The Lies Between Us by Hendricks. Awesome book. Totally edge-warming, puts you on your seat, on top of who, what, when, where, how, and everything. Awesome book. The next book I read was Ramsay and Trent by Gordan Ramsay. It is a cookbook. So I like to watch MasterChef and MasterChef Junior, so I definitely had to check that book out. The next book that I read was by Kristen, and that was The Lost Boy Found. And that was based on a bestseller novel and also based on a true story. And it had me in tears. And it was a good book. The next book was by Lauren Oliver, and it's Before I Fall, which is another good book. I don't have these books because I checked these out from the library, and I didn't have pictures to go with it to post it, but it's okay. All Is Not Forgotten by Wendy Walker. It was an okay book. It is back on my reading list to read again because I want to understand it more. So I figured if I read it again, I would probably understand it better. Alright. Right now, this is the book that I am reading right now, A Long Ride Home by Twain Waters. That is the book that I'm actually reading right now. Now, another book that I read and I thought was kind of boring, it's by Amelia Atwater Rhodes, Demon in My View. I really didn't care for this book. This is a book I didn't care for. There's not very many chapters, and it's an okay, if you're into vampires, you like this book. I'm not into the vampire book scene and gush like that. It's like, no. Not into the demon books. Okay. Then She Was Gone. I started the book in August. No, I didn't. This was not an August book. I'm sorry about that. This was not an August book, but I just got to finish reading this book. And as well, and after I had done this one, I went to this book. So this one was not in my August readings. So basically, I didn't read 13 books. I read 12 books. But this was not one of the books that I read in August. But I started it when I first bought the book. And then I got into The Silent Patient, which I did read in August, which I basically started this book in August. But I put it aside because everybody was ranting and raving about The Silent Patient, and I got that book, and I started reading that book, which we'll get into that book when I get to it. The next book I read and finished as well was The Good Wife by Jane Porter. Again, I don't think I started this book in August either. I started it this month. I see another book. Oh, I guess I started reading this book this month. Yeah, because I did start this book in the month of September. Not August. I'm sorry about that one. as well, but it's a book. Another book. This is a series book, and I definitely want to get all of them. It's Sisters in Seasons by Lisa William King, and this book is called Seasons of Change. This one, I believe, is number 2 of the book, of the series. I believe it's number 2. Oh, this is book 5. Okay, this is book 5 out of the season. This is book 5. So there's other, let's see. In here it shows the other books. I have them on in my Goodreads. You got Summer Wolves, you got Wild Spring, Blue Autumn, and Winter Cruise. So, and then this is book 5 out of all of it. Okay, but this is a good book because they are stepsisters, and then at the end of this book, they become best friends. So I definitely want to get the other books like this, and I know that, what's that store? Barnes & Noble has them for $3.99, so I definitely want to get them, but I bought this book at a Christian bookstore. Ooh, where to put the book? The next book is Terra Jole, Pierce at 4'2". I've read this book 3 times already. I like this book. I used to love Little Women in LA, and it's no longer a show anymore, but this is an awesome book. This next book changed my life. I used to do some bad things, and my life switched around from it, and I haven't done it since. And it's by Trent, Shelton, and it's The Greatest You. I would read this book over and over so many times. I love this book. It has changed my life. When I need help, Trent is there. He's on Instagram, Facebook, sends out positive messages to everybody. The last book that I read, The Silent Patient. If you have not read this book, this is by Alexander Michaelides. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. But anyway, an awesome book. This book had me on the edge of my seat. The Saturday that I read the first 2 pages. And I dreamt that was me. I was a character, and I was a lady and did what she was supposed to have done to her husband. I did it. And it's bad to dream about stuff like that. I know it is, but I cannot help it. I had that dream. So that is it for this August read. Books that I read in August, and mishaps on 2. So all total, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have read 11 books in the month of August, so that's not bad. And I have made this books I read for 2022 and 2023, so. Oh, hold up. Okay, I have read 13 books. I read The Joy of Cooking. That was a cookbook. It's a cookbook I have, and I read that book. I went through that book and read it, so that was another book that I read. So, 12 books. Till next time. Bye, guys.